Do you always feel you have to be better than everyone? That you have to be number one to stand a chance in life? That if you are not the best, then you are worthless? Do you think competition is better than cooperation? That competition helps people grow faster, creates betterment for the society? Usually, society motivates competition. Is it really better for the society, or should competition be dead? If you value competition as an important tool for growth and innovation, then keep watching. Hi, I'm Anita Watwani, a wellness coach and a speaker, and every week I share ideas, strategies, and tips to know yourself better so you can easily step into the vibration of love, happiness, and peace, which is actually everyone's ultimate desire. Today, I'm going to continue with the three powerful ways of releasing resistance. If you remember last week, I spoke about the first one, the first C, which was complaining. If you haven't watched the video yet, I suggest you watch it. So, in this episode, I'm going to continue with the second C of resistance, which is competition. I'm sure you know what competition means, right? It's the rivalry of two or more parties over something. And research shows that competition does more damage than good to people, organizations, countries, families, any of the communities that you can think of. Competition creates enmity, rivalry, stress, anxiety. It can lead to the compromising of ethical standards in order to gain an advantage. A competitive mind doesn't only find ways to be better, it wishes that the other makes a mistake. And in some cases, it also finds ways to misguide or motivate the other to make mistakes or not to do so well. These are lower energy vibrations and they spiral us down. These intentions bring dread and stress with them. Let me give you an example. Supposing you are in a running race. You definitely want your opponent to lose so you can win. Isn't that the aim of the competition? In some cases, people might even wish that their opponents aren't as fit as usually they are. They might even think that if their opponent got sick or broke their leg, it would be even better, so they don't have to face a tough competition. Are you seeing how corrupt the mind can become? Imagine thinking bad for others and wishing disgrace for them. Is that a good energy or vibration to be in? Some people might even go to the extent of doing something to sabotage their opponents. What I'm trying to show you is that competition does more damage to the psyche of the person involved than good. Many people will disagree with me by saying competition motivates growth and innovation. I can assure you what seems like growth is actually detrimental not only for the loser but also for the winner. Competition is a race for a reward. So the question we must ask ourselves is, why is this reward important to me? How will it contribute in my personal or spiritual growth? Many times we are competing for rewards not because they are important for us, but because someone else thinks they are important. So be absolutely sure what you are racing for. Then consider this, that whenever you are competing with someone, you are limiting your growth to the capacity of that person or organization. You want to be one step ahead of them. Maybe you are capable of much more than them. Is this person or organization worth competing with? Is another question you should ask. Because if you are coming from inspiration instead of competition, you won't worry about where everyone else is and what they are doing. You'll be running to your destination just for the pure pleasure of being there. But if you are in a competition with others, then you will be preoccupied by their progress and how close they are to you so you can run faster. And if you see them far away, you will start slacking. You will be distracted by their progress instead of focusing on your own process and progress. You won't run at your full potential. So even after winning, you are actually a loser. You have lost friends, lost the opportunity to grow to your full potential or learn from your rival. You have lost compassion, companionship, collaboration. This is what competition does to us on a personal level. Now let me show you what competition does in workplace. Competition also makes you feel that you need to struggle and fight for your achievements, success, growth, love, money, well-being, happiness. And struggle and fight are conflict based energies. When your input is a lower quality of energy, but you are trying to build love, success, happiness, which is a higher vibrational energy, it won't last. It breaks away very fast, and you feel the need to win again and again. So you will try to compete in every endurance of life. Let's take the example of these two popular companies we know, Google and Microsoft. Compare their work culture, and you will agree that cooperation is more valuable and a competitive work culture kills creativity and innovation. When there is competition in the workplace, people start keeping information from each other. They become super secretive. They will never actively help others or share their development with others. This wastes the time and resources of the organization. There is a subtle feeling of rivalry. The overall vibration of the organization is tilted towards rivalry, hate, and not wanting the best for everyone. This creates a stressful environment. The workplace carries the vibration of threat, which is detrimental for the entire organization. But in an organization where work culture is cooperation, where there is openness, people are generous and are not looking for monopoly, they share what they know and build on each other's ideas. This inspires creativity, innovation, and everyone wants to add their best bit into the organization. The workplace is peaceful and promotes well being. The organization grows exponentially. A good example of this is Google. Now let's see family. When a person has a competitive spirit or mindset and likes the kick of winning, he will bring it into his family relationships as well. Most marriages are getting ruined because of competition. Instead of being a team, spouses are trying to prove themselves to be a better parent and a better human being by competing with their spouses. This creates rivalry between spouses. It damages the family nucleus, and unfortunately, media and people in general promote spouse rivalry by way of comedy. Sibling rivalry is another example of this competitive mindset. These feelings and emotions create negative energies which block the natural flow of abundance in your life. Now you know why competition is bad. Competition can have unimaginable repercussions in your growth and well being. But there is one place where competition is good and works. There is one person you can compete with, and that is you. Trying to be better than you were yesterday, a better version of yourself every day. Also, when we understand that we are all on the same team, as a family, we are a team. At the workplace, we are a team. As a community, we are a team. As a city, we are a team. As a country, we are a team. And as a part of this whole universe, we are a team. Whatever we do affects everyone around us, the organism as a whole. We will be more aware of what and how we treat others around us. A stone thrown in a lake creates ripples in the whole lake, even if you can't see it. The Course of Miracles says that we are all one. My brother and me are one. So whatever happens to the other, it affects me as well. Competition only creates rivalry and the belief of separation. Cooperation creates peace and universal growth. I'm sure that this video has shown you that competition on the whole has negative energy vibrations associated with it, and that is why it is an abundance block that we need to release. By now, we all are aware that negative emotions, intentions, and vibrations block the free flow of abundance into our life. This robs us of the happiness, love, and peace that we desire so much in our life. I still have comparison left, which I will be continuing next week. So before I sign off, I would like to leave you with the quote of Bertrand Russell, which says, "The only thing that will redeem mankind is cooperation." Let me remind you, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe because subscribing helps me help you. So subscribe to help me help you by clicking on the bulb icon, and don't forget to watch the video to follow. Thank you for all the love you all have shown to this channel. I really appreciate everyone taking out their valuable time. Thank you and have a wonderful week.